Want me down?
Probably. I think what's happened here is my mic wasn't set up properly. So Kelly could hear me, but no one else could.
Oh, right, okay. So
there
the case.
we go.
I've been talking on my own.
There we go. Here I am. Yep.
They're probably finishing off their pot noodles. Yeah, Nikki, that could be exactly right.
Yeah, my bad there. So yeah, I am here at the minute. So what I was just saying a second ago. Yeah, sorry, my mic wasn't. I forgot to change audio sharing. I was in another party where they were streaming on ACC, which is currently on live right now. So you want to head over and look at them. Oh, we can hear you now. Yeah, perfect.
Or better still, stay here with us.
Stay here with us and enjoy some great touring car action. But currently got 4 minutes left of this session, and Delory is the fastest man out on track right now. These guys, like I said, the top 5 at the minute on track are the ones looking to be promoted up into Tier 1, while A couple of others in Tier 1 will be demoted, and they are currently Swiftmaster, Smoky Devil, myself, DJ Phil, and the Greek are the 4 at the minute. Sorry, 5 at the minute. 5 at the minute that are at risk of being demoted.
I've got to be near that group, though, haven't I?
You are literally just above it.
Just above it.
You're the next one in line.
Yes, totally agreed, Nicky. Although I've never been and watched ACC, to be fair. But yes, that yeah, I'll have that list in a minute and see who I've got to stay in front of. So.
You should be able to see that in the Discord where it says standings, so you should be able to scroll up and see the standings. But if you have a good race here tonight, then you should be able to just claw your way. I think you got to try and catch Fury. It's the next car in front of you. Yep. Yeah. He's on 109 points and you're on 71.
Well, there we go. Anyway, kind of pointless because, I don't know if I'm going to do another season of touring cars or not yet. We'll see. I quite fancy Formula Renaults instead. But anyway,
the Formula Renaults are very popular. But like you said, we're here focusing on the touring cars. But obviously, due to the fact no one could hear me before, I will run through the championship standings at the minute in the Tier 2s. We currently have Delore, who is leading the championship ahead of Jay right now with 11 points of the gap between them. Boop Neep is 29 points behind Delore. Nick De Villa is in 4th place with 46 points behind, and Vliegek rounds off the top 5, 51. And Craig is 6th with 56 points back. Klaus Martini 59 points back. Snowman 74 points back. M. Afford is just behind with 84 points. TJ Humphrey 85. Leon Fernie with 105 points. SFD with 107, and Sergey with 111 points behind. But some of these guys we are missing tonight, as we got Redding here, who has finally joined us into the session, and a new driver in for the championship. Just jumped in, I think, this race, and he's chosen the BMW, which is an interesting car.
Yeah, interesting choice. Yes. You need to have, you need to have
big kahunas.
Drive BMW, I think.
You need big kahunas.
Yeah. I was trying to come up with a term similar to that. You got me to do that. Yeah, you do, because it does it's a bit ass happy, that one, for sure. So I don't know if you noticed, Dan, when you were calling out the championship standings, I was following your thing by showing them on the screen. That was pretty cool, wasn't it? For those people who were watching, that was me. Did that? I did that. Cool, eh?
Kelly finally getting the hang of the director. It's quite.
Finally got the hang of pressing buttons up and down.
Well, in the future, when we have him in for more commentary, it should be more fun. So once he gets it down, currently at the minute, Laurie's setting a fastest lap of 1:19.2 as we're coming near the end of this qualifying session. For the 10 people who are currently watching, I know this is promoting my own YouTube channel, but do me a favour and give me a cheeky little like and a cheeky little subscribe. That will help me massively. Thank you very much. We've got 12 people watching now, so I'm pretty sure some of them are actually the drivers out on tracks. They like to see what's going on, and sometimes I do as well. So, but if you want to, more than welcome to give me a like and a subscribe. But if it was me, I'd be going over to Motive and subscribing over there. Also, if you want to be a part of the action, then head over to our website, www.motiveracing.com, or have a look at our Discord and get involved. We have many championships up available as we come to the end of qualifying. And yeah, if you want to get involved, then have a look there, become a steward, become a commentator. We've got all sorts of things going on. We currently race on the project cars. We currently race on on ACC and F1 2020, and we've also now introduced a Patron sponsorship as well. So if you want to be a part of Motive Racing and put money towards helping us out, then more than welcome to have a look at that, get involved and support us. I believe Nikki, who is currently in the comments as well, is one of those supporters. He's got the elite pack. He's properly supporting us here at Motive Racing. So a massive thank you to Nikki and all the guys who have subscribed and joined with us. So it really does help us out, and it really helps out the drivers as well. And it gives us, we give back to the community then. So yeah, should be a good night's racing.
Daniel. Yeah.
But
also, what's there not to like? Get involved, whichever way you like.
Exactly. There's always something for everyone here at Motive. As we're watching Vliga come around the final corner, 2/10 off. Delory, can he grab his brother's pole away from him just at the end towards the line? Here he comes.
No, he can't.
Don't think he got it. I don't think he has.
No, I don't think he did. No, he didn't. Not quick enough. Not quick enough. So Delory. Sorry, go on, Daniel. You go.
No, you go for it. Go for it.
No, well, no, you're the commentator. You go.
Oh, God, here we go. Anyway, Delory currently on pole position ahead of his brother Vliga, who takes second, and Nick de Villa rounds off the top 3. All 5 championship contenders are at the front of the grid, so it should be an interesting race, and I feel like this is going to go right down to the wire at the last round, so should be an interesting race.
Yes, I do think so. I think it's going to be interesting, just because of the track, to be fair. Plenty of runoff here, so we shouldn't be to see too many people get stuff up to barriers and stuff like that. So yeah, that should be interesting. As we just see the guys making their just getting synced up and their usual preparations, whatever they do to prepare.
Right, Kelly, let's go. Prediction.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to take the win here tonight?
Nick de Villa. Sorry, Nick de Villa.
Nick de Villa. So Kelly's going for Nick de Villa. I'm going to go for Delory for me. And for the 14...
good solid choice, Daniel.
For the 14 people who are currently watching, let's hear who you think is going to take the race win here tonight. As I just remembered... I remember that Nicky made a comment earlier on saying, haven't we not got banned yet for jinxing drivers? No, not yet. But Nicky's going for Delory as well.
Still young. Yeah,
so,
here we go, Daniel.
Engines rise, the lights come on. Who's going to get the best start here? And away we go. And it looks like the BMW is a little bit sluggy, but Nick de Villa has had a great start. He's managed to pull alongside one of the Belgian brothers, and he's managed to get in front of Vliga, but Delory leads him into turn 1. And we start this 30-minute session around here at Willow Springs, but it all fairly clean and tidy at the minute, Kelly.
Yes, absolutely. Good start from everyone. As you say, no real dramas anywhere. No one's bumped into anyone. As I say, Nick de Villa went up one. He's having a look on the inside now as they come up to the Amiga. The cameraman will pick up, obviously, because it's not such a well-supported track. There isn't so many cameramen here. That must be the problem.
Of course.
So Nick de Villa in third, but I don't think he's going to let Delory get away with this one very quickly. But he's ganged up by the 2 Monster Energy cars, isn't he? The brothers in a brother sandwich at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. Jay also not having a great start. He's dropped down to 8th place. I'm not sure where he was qualifying, but he was in the top 5. And Jay having a torrid start. We have lost a couple of drivers. I believe we've lost Redding and Leon Fernie. All those drivers are not here at the minute, but Delory currently leading them away. 3/10 ahead of Nick de Villa. Nick de Villa really needs to get on him before he gets too far away. Really needs to make sure he stays doing. Klaus Martini there running the only Mercedes, and I believe TJ Humphrey is the only other BMW here tonight. And there is TJ Humphrey coming down the main straight. But so,
sorry Dan.
Nick de Villa's take the lead.
He has. We've missed that. He must have done it in the main straight, I guess.
Unless Delory had a slowdown.
He could have done, yeah, coming out of the last turn. You can get a slowdown if you run wide off the last turn, and which then's going to haunt you all the way down the main straight. So you have to kind of be very careful of that, as it's all still chop and change behind. As Craig has a go round, he went to the inside, then to the outside, trying to get round Fly. It's Fly, isn't it? That's the one he likes being called, as Fly. Well, he's trying to swap that Fly at the moment, is our Craig. As he kind of bounces into the apex, not the best place to be, but he's definitely hunting down Fly and his brother Delory as they come round. This is lap 2 only, and plenty of action going on. It's a 30-minute race. No pit stop on this one, is there, Daniel?
No pit stop, so it's just flat out for 30 minutes.
Flat out 30 minutes. As we can see, as we see, no, they're all pretty good. They're all staying away. As I said, if you run out wide on that last corner, not only do you lose so much time, but you get a slowdown as well. So they're all behaving themselves at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, as Nick de Villa is trying to extend that gap. The first time he's got into the low 119, so Nick de Villa is putting the pace on. We're currently on board with Boopneep, who's trying to stick with the leading group, but Craig is looking so good tonight, isn't he? He's looking good in that car.
He is, yeah.
Craig having a kind of quiet season, but here at Willow Springs, he seems to be coming alive. He seems to be giving Vliegak a hassle right now as he goes. As I say that, he's gone wide.
Yeah, that didn't help. Well, that's damage control. I don't think that was. That could have gone a lot worse. If you go further up that bank and into the bank then that kind of raises up above it, you're in big trouble then. But he managed to stay away from that, and I think he can recover this from here. But look.
Oh. Hello, here comes Boopneep. He's all over the back of Craig right now. All over the back of that white Renault Megane. I mean, it's going to be difficult to kind of sight when you want to be braking, but Boopneep, I don't know where's a good opportunity to overtake here. It's got to be turn one, hasn't it?
Yeah, I suppose. It's not really here, because you're chasing flat out. There's no room, really. If you're going as fast as you can, there's no room to get past someone. But if you're getting a slip right here, you get a good run off that last corner as we see Boopneep come into just gaining on Craig a little bit, but there's not enough space, not enough slipstream to get right up beside him. And again, now this is almost flat out corner here, so again, no real opportunity. Maybe it's up round the Amiga is is possible. It's a tricky track. It's so fast. It's you know,
it's definitely suited to high downforce cars. For the cars like this, it's kind of tricky. You just following each other as Craig really struggling with that corner. Boopneep's looking around the outside. Has he got the job done? I don't think he has. Craig is still there. Great racing from these guys. Currently 12 people watching and we only got 6 likes, so please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more action. As we see, who's that?
Look out.
That's Vliegak, I
think. It's Fly, is it? No, it is Fly.
It is Fly.
Down. Yeah, he lost it coming into that corner and these two have breezed past him. That was on the back side of the Amiga. He was caught out there a little bit, so these guys have gone past him, so he's got a lot of work to do now as Fly.
Yeah, definitely. He's got to try and get back onto the back of these guys and use their slipstream. But at the minute, Nick de Villa doing the job. But Delore in the slipstream has just done a 1:18.7. Can he improve again as he comes towards the line? No, not quite. So Delore responding to him. But these two putting on a great show right now. Nicky in the comments saying he hates this track. It's not nice. But definitely struggles to give opportunities to people to overtake. As you see, Boopneep has been stuck behind Craig for so long, but Delore hunting down Nick de Villa. Can these two put on a great fight here tonight like they've done all season? TJ Humphrey all over the back of Snowman. Snowman trying to defend from that BMW.
Going a long way, all the way out round wide there. I don't know if he's taking that line all the time, but I think let's lose some time there on that line. As you see, Fly's dragging these two ahead. Boopneep and Craig, he's dragging them back in again. He's got pace.
Yeah, he's definitely got pace, but he just needs to keep it a little bit more controlled. I think his brother Delore seems to be the better driver of the two. He seems to keep it a little bit more calm and collected. So
I'm sure he'll love you for saying that, Daniel.
I love you, Fly. Really, I love you.
Yeah, and all that. Yeah.
He's definitely more spectacular. He's definitely more spectacular. I'll give him that. He's got more style.
Yeah.
But we see here Fly looking all over the back of Boopneep. This is what he needed. He needs a great run out of the final corner. But it needs to be so much better than that, like to get a good run into turn one. But Craig is defending heavily. Boopneep's going to look down the inside.
Oh, that was a move.
He's got the job done, and Fly's looking like he's going to follow through, but Craig's coming back.
That was a nice move, that was.
Yeah, that was well executed there from Boopneep, and he's now cleared Craig. Fly trying to find a way around the outside, but it's going to be difficult. He's still alongside, but he's been run out wide.
Yeah, I knew he would.
Wow,
but these three having a hell of a battle right now. Beautiful move by... Oh, look, goes wide. Boopneep goes wide.
That's Craig,
Craig goes wide, Yeah, Craig goes wide.
Oh,
he's feeling the pressure from... Oh, yeah, he's feeling the pressure from Fly, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Craig is just struggling with the front end, I think. It looks like the front tyres are just not wanting to grip up. A lot of understeer from that Renault. So he's trying to keep Fly behind him. But Boopneep has already pulled away from these guys. He's pulled away massively.
Yeah, certainly has.
the lap before, Fly was actually the fastest man on circuit with 1:19.1. The leaders a little bit quick, a little bit slower than him, but not by much. Fly looking everywhere and anywhere. Oh, that was very close.
That's very close. Going to try to tuck to the inside, get the run down the inside. As you see him go side by side now across the start-finish straight, there is nothing in it. But Craig's still got the inside line for the next corner. Let's see if they give each other space.
Oh, they definitely do. Oh, Fly goes wide.
Yeah, again, I knew he would. You just can't do it. You just can't go round there to side by side.
Yeah, you kind of want to do the move that Bootney did it down the inside and get the move done that way, but sadly there for Fly, he's just lost out. Jay is the man I'm really shocked about. He's struggling here tonight.
Yes, indeed. Maybe the track doesn't suit him very much. TJ Humphries just in front of him in that slippery as BMW. It's like a wet fish, that thing, to try and hold on to. Some people can do it, some can't.
I know one driver who's very good in this BMW, and that's Gary 131. He can just gel with this car for some reason. Him and the BMW are very strong. But we should see Gary later on tonight in his BMW. Another man who's very good in the BMW is actually the only G. He's very good in these BMWs as well. But the Renault Megane is the favoured car, and the more powerful. It's definitely overpowered for a hatchback. But the only other man who's really challenged these Renault Meganes is John Boy in the Mercedes. Another man who really excels in a different car. But Fly already trying to get back onto Craig, as Craig is actually starting to creep onto the back of Bootney. Bootney's just had a bit of a poor lap. Maybe tyre wear is starting to come in as we're getting into the first 10 minutes of the session. 20 still to go, so all still to play for.
Yes, indeed, you're quite right, Daniel. Still all to play for, because we've still got 20 minutes, and this, I mean, anything could happen. You know, that's going to be another, what, 10, 15 laps or whatever. So as you can see that Fly was having to go round Craig up through that corner and made it stick. Fly's got in front of Craig as they went up through the Amiga. Now he's going to have to get his skates on and try and have a go at Bootney next. So
yeah, he just needs to keep his head cool. He just needs to stay, keep it smooth, keep it calm, and then just pick them off one by one. He's definitely got the pace over these guys, so as soon as he can clear them, he'll be back into that third place. But I think third is about as far as he's going to get, as Delory has lost loads of time to Nick De Villa at the minute. He's now 2.1, 2.2 behind Nick De Villa, so Nick De Villa is pulling away.
Well, yeah, looking at their lap times, 119 from Nick, 120. I suppose there's a second in that, isn't there, in their last laps, really?
Yeah.
You know, a second loss there. So I wonder if Delory had a scruffy lap or whatever. But
well, they crossed the line again, and another second pulled there from Nick De Villa. So Nick De Villa seems to have the pace. The only man who's getting near his pace is Fly right now, who's trying to find his way past Bootney. Bootney looking very slow there.
All the way around the outside. You're going to have to tuck it back in before the apex.
I think he's done it. He's gone right round the outside.
Yeah,
beautifully done there. I think
the outside, nice move. Yeah,
I think Bootney might have had a slowdown because he looked quite slow considering. So Fly still getting the job done around the outside as Craig once again goes really wide into that section.
Seems to be his Achilles heel, that corner. He seems to keep running it wide, and easy to do, to be fair. Very easy to do. You think you can carry so much speed as you're braking uphill. You think you can carry more speed than you can, and it catches you out real quick. So Craig not got his head quite round that one yet, but I'm sure he's going to get it as Bootney comes back. He's coming back at Fly a little bit.
We've got a fight in the background between TJ Humphrey and Jay. Those two are very close right now. Jay trying to find a way past, if he can, that BMW. So TJ Humphrey's really struggling in that BMW, and Jay is finally getting into the flow of things. He's just in the mid 120s, so he's not quite matching the leaders.
No, he had a twitch. I was going to say, well held, Jay, very well held. Didn't lose him a lot of time either. He was starting to have a twitch in the as the corner started to tighten up. I think he had a slowdown there as well, did he?
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, possibly. But certainly spectacular stuff from Jay as he went round the last corner and managed to hold on to it. So good racing from these two. Craig just again, this battle's not over. Craig, Bootney, and Fly are all
I think
still
Fly
very close at the moment.
I think Fly's starting to slowly creep away from these guys, but seeing here in the comments, Nicky saying, I see an awesome battle last night, a battle that we been waiting for, and went wrong. Dan. Oh, what's happened here?
Well, Jay hit the back of TJ then, just nudged him up the back, was enough to send him round. They both had a bit of a half spin, and Jay's let TJ go ahead, so gave him the place back straight away. Didn't mess about.
I just saw it on the restream. Yeah, I just seen it on the stream. It's just Jay just kind of a little bit optimistic there and just gave him a little bit of a tap. Now he's lost out to Snowman, so Snowman is now between these two and getting involved. But yeah, just going back to what Nicky was saying, we were setting up for a good fight between myself and Ben in the Formula Renaults, but it was never meant to be. The internet gods really stopped me from having that. But it's all about the touring cars right now. You're right there.
Yeah, sorry, my I don't even know if I should say this. I've broke my headphones.
Oh, come on! I bought you them for your birthday, man.
That's exactly why I thought I shouldn't say it. Yeah, I sat on them the other night, and one of the earphones keeps dropping off the one side now. So I was just adjusting it because it was digging into me. As we watch Jay's back on the back of Snowman now. Look, he's going to go. He's going to try that all the way around the outside thing. But Snowman shuts the door. Jay gets all over the place. Where's he gone? Where's he gone?
I don't know.
We can't see him. We haven't picked him up. He's off circuit somewhere. When did he end up?
I'm not sure.
We lost it. There he is. There he is. Oh, he had a bit of an excursion off track there, so that was the end of that, really. Got out on that. Oh, now his tyres are dirty. Oh, it's so frustrating, isn't it? When that happens, so frustrating.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Snowman gaining in on TJ now in that BMW. And who else is on? And Craig hasn't given this one up on Poopney yet. Yeah, so still all to play for here. We're only half distance, believe it or not.
Yeah, only halfway through this race and it's all kicking off at the minute. Nick De Villa is still leading out in front, but Delore is starting to bring that gap down a little bit. It's now 1.4, so we'll keep an eye on that gap at the front, but Fly also starting to bring that gap slowly down as well. So if these two start battling it out, Fly will be back in contention for the race win. So all still to go for right now. 11 people currently watching the stream. Please hit that like button if you like what you see, and if you want to get involved, head over to motivracing.com and sign up and get involved. But right now we are on board with Delore, who is trying to hunt down Nick De Villa. These two have been going at it for most of the season and are continuing it here in the United States.
Yep, he's in that frustrating zone, isn't it, where you can see the guy in front of you, you can see him, but you're just not gaining the time back lap by lap. You're just not doing enough to reel him in. It's such a frustrating place to be.
Yeah, definitely. Just writing a message quickly. So, okay, if you just want to carry on for a minute, I'll be with you in 2 seconds.
Okay. So we're currently on board with Craig, and just within a sniff of Poopney, they've been racing each other. I think they're dragging Fly back in a little bit. These guys are still 8 seconds off the lead. Delore in that zone, as we can see, just a second and a bit off the back of Nick De Villa. So I don't think Delore's given this one up at all. He's definitely in the market to win this one this evening. These guys, as I said, 8 seconds in front of the rest of the pack. So they're out their own having their little battle. These three all still battling for that last podium position, and still having a ding dong. Much better around that corner that time, Craig, if you're listening. Getting the hang of that one, because that seems to be his Achilles heel at the moment. And Jay's got himself a penalty. Now, what's he got himself a penalty for? I can find out. I can tell you what he's got. 2 second penalty. He's got a 2 second penalty. We don't know what for. Probably track limits, to be fair.
Most likely track limits.
Yeah, most likely track limits, absolutely. As Delore is now, I'm going to just switch to him. Oh, look, as Nick De Villa goes wide when we go on board with him as well. So he might well have a slowdown for that, because that was properly wide. Yeah, look, he's come right off the power, Dan. And Delore's back in the lead.
Delore Delore retaking the lead now as we get past the halfway stage, and Nick de Villa, after leading majority of this race, has now lost the lead to his championship rival Delore, and Delore out in front. Can he stay in front now, or can Nick de Villa drag him back ever so slowly? Fly also still slowly, very slowly creeping on the back of these two, but he needs these two to start fighting if he can have any chance of getting near them.
Yes, indeed, quite right. He is going to have to start putting in some cracking lap times. Yes, he is pulling it back, but not fast enough. And he's still got these two in his rear-view mirror. And oh, that was a cheeky move. I think Poultney went wide, or they let him through.
He's got a slow down by the looks of things. He's got a slow down, I think.
Must have done, because
these slowdowns are
lost a lot of ground.
These slowdowns can be an absolute pain sometimes, and you've got to try and figure out when to set them up and basically take your penalty at the right time. But Boutney dropping out in the place there, and Craig moving up, so maybe Craig can now get onto the back as we're watching Jay now on the back of Snowman. TJ Humphrey has managed to pull away from these guys. There you see there, the orange, that orange little speck that went past, that was TJ Humphrey, and he's now lost these guys, and these guys are too busy fighting each other. Snowman and Jay putting on a great fight right now.
Yeah, it looks like Jay's going to try and go all the way around the outside. That's it, get back in his slip. He's going to look and try and do it. Hard to do it around this last corner. I've said this before. You're all flat out till nearly 3/4 of the way around it, and then you just have to lift off, down a gear, touch the brakes, bring it into the edge, so you don't run wide and get that slow down, or end up crashing straight into the pits, because that's easily done here as well. But Jay's now in the slip of Snowman. Is he going to take a dive down the turn one? He is, you know. He is.
Beautifully done.
Make it stick? Nicely done, yeah. Timed beautifully. Job done. Job done. What can we say about that?
Nothing more than a beautiful move than that, but he needs to now extend that gap. Remember, he's got a 2-second penalty, so he needs to extend the gap away from Snowman and try and get onto the back of TJ Humphrey if he can. But at the minute, Jay's championship is looking bleak right now. He needs to be getting near the championship rivals, but they're currently at the front. Boutney is the only one that's close to him, but Delore is extending his gap right now to Nick de Villa. Nick de Villa having a couple of poor laps. Delore towards the line, a 19.2. He's consistently quick. Nick de Villa near enough matched him, 4/10 off, and Fly as well is matching him as well. So it's quite close between the top three.
Yes, indeed. Fly with still some work to do, to be fair. He's 7.5 seconds off the lead, and since we spoke to him last time, has been static and about the same, really. All the leaders, top three in the 119s, in the mid 119s, so they're all lapping at a very similar pace. So yeah, you know, Fly's got a lot to do still, as we're into the closing third of this race now, into the last 9 minutes or so. Is this the last race of the season? Asked Nicky on the comments. No, we've got another one yet somewhere else.
China. I'm not going to try and say the name, but we are in China. But Vliga.
It's the one with the Z in it.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
Go on.
I got to find the name of it first, just to make sure I'm reading it right. Sahui. I'm going to say Sahui. Sahui. I'm going to say it like that. Sahui. We'll go with that. Sahui. Okay. So there's still one more round. So this is the Touring Cars is always the last championship of the schedule of the week. So Touring Cars is where we finish. But next week will be the last week for majority of the Project Cars Championship. I believe ACC will carry on, as will F1. F1 is a 20 track season, so that will be carrying on long into the year. So all still to play for next season. We got 1 or 2 champions already. Delore and Cobb are the 2 champions at the minute in their disciplines, which is tier 2 Clios and tier 2 GT3s. So multiple champions still available.
Yes, indeed. So all still to play for. So certainly another round here at whatever Daniel called it next week. Sahui. Oh, look, as Craig goes wide, Boatney's right all over him, like as they drop down into these curves. There's be no way round here. But is he going to stay in his strip as they come up, slip as they come up over? Cargo's light over here. Got to keep it all together as you see the back end just skipping around. right in his slipstream here now. You can read the sponsorship on the back of the cars. Again, it's not an overtaking opportunity normally around this corner, and easy to get it wrong. You're going flat out. Just a touch of the brakes, he tucks it back, trying to find that curve. You look for the curve, you know the corner's nearly over. Tuck into it. Oh, that's right on the edge of the track. But look at the gaining speed. Look at the slip down. He's all over it now. He's going to go around the outside. That'll be interesting. Let's see how that's going to pan out.
It's going to be a tricky move, but if he can try and hold it strong, he doesn't hold it. There's a couple of comments here saying it's pronounced Tushi. So Tushi. I'm not very good at it. I struggle with English, let alone Chinese. Delory isn't sure in the Clio, I guess. Oh, no, sorry. I did just look at the standings. He is 33 points ahead of Nick de Villa. It's a 35 point for a win and an extra point for fastest lap. So Delory needs to have a torrid race for Nick de Villa to take the championship. But I think that might be sealed in the bag already. But so the Tier 2 starts at... what time did we start? I've forgotten already.
Tonight we start at 7.
We start at 7. So yeah, the touring cars Tier 2 always start at 7, while the Tier 1s start at 8. But it might be a little bit late due to waiting for the ACC to finish, as I need assistance from G and Andy. But as of right now, we're doing the Tier 2s right now, and they're putting on a great show. Hopefully the Tier 1s will be just as good as this.
Yes, let's hope so. Well, I'll be sitting on the other side and driving one of the cars in the Tier 2s. Looking forward to it, actually. As I said, I quite like this track. I'm not expecting any big results, to be fair. As we see Pony goes wide, you can get a slowdown if you're out there too long. You might got away with that, to be fair. I don't think all the wheels are off the track. But he seems to have a little bit of pace on Craig, doesn't he? He seems to be dragging him in just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's trying to reel him in very slowly. But Nick de Villa is just dropping more and more off Delory. Delory's just, as soon as he's taken the race lead, he's just gone. He's done qualifying laps and disappeared. He's 5 seconds ahead of Nick de Villa. Vliega really trying to bring him down as Boopneep's all over the back of Craig once again.
Yes, indeed. This is the biggest race on track, I was going to say. But Jay has caught his real TJ in. He's within a second of him now. So we'll try and cut back to that one as well in a minute. As we just go on, these two have just been battling this out all race, haven't they, these two? They've been, must have been connected by a bit of elastic, which has been springing from one to the other as they have been fighting all the way through this race. And good fighting it is too. Oh, Jay's got past TJ somehow and got right past him. So I don't know if TJ had a bit of a problem there on that last lap, went a bit wide or whatever, but Jay's got in front of him. So it ended up easy meet in the end. Again, as you can see, we're on with Bootney, and he's chasing down Craig at the moment into the last 4 minutes of the race. Delory still out in front with a commanding 4.5 second lead at the moment over Nick de Villa. They're just coming through traffic here, so who is that right at the back? That's Klaus Martini, who's having an awful run this evening. Currently in 10th place and last, as we've lost a couple of other drivers. Yeah, he's going, or he's not going very well at all. He's being lapped by the leaders.
Oh!
Yes, I just cut to that as...
Amafford has gone really wide in turn 1.
Yeah, he's having a good old look round, isn't he? Making sure that all the barriers are where they should be. Yeah, he went very wide in there.
And very just also giving the grass a quick cut as well. So it's saving the lawnmower a job. So yeah, Boopneep's still all over the back of Craig right now. So Craig is trying to get his way past, trying to get past Boopneep. Oh no, sorry, Boopneep has got past Craig. Craig has now lost out of place there to Boopneep, and he's back up into 4th place. Just distracted a little bit by Discord and messages from people, but I'm back with it now as we got the last 3 minutes of this session. So it looks like we might get maybe 3 laps left.
Yep, as Boopneep's going around the outside, oh no, runs wide again. It tightens up on the end of that too. Is he going to go down the inside? No, he's not. He's not close enough. as Craig goes deep again as he comes up Amiga. Excuse me. These two still going at it. Been going at it all race and isn't over yet. Don't think Pootney's given up on this one yet.
No,
tricky little corner this as well. Oh, you see it dropping. There's like a bit of a bump as you drop in. You want to drop into that dip and let the corner drag you round, but there's a bump before you go in there and it just stops you from doing that. As I said, it's tricky. I say everything's tricky. This last corner, it's fast. Look how fast it is. It's still flat, still flat, still flat. And then it's not till you get to here when the corner starts to tighten up. How much brake do you use? You want to stay tight to there but run out and use all the track. As Craig's gone wide, is he going to get a slowdown for that? Doesn't look like he's slowing down. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. Maybe he'll just take it on the chin. Because they're going to go side by side as they go into turn one. And Craig holds Pootney off again for another turn one. But as Craig got a slowdown. It was hard to tell, wasn't it? He didn't go right off track. But just kicked up a bit of dust. So, but he's still going at it in the last couple of laps here at Willow Springs. Try and see who finishes off this race as we go back on with Delore. We're going to get another lap yet, aren't we, Dan?
Yeah, definitely. Looks like Delore's going to probably hang on and do one more lap around here at Willow Springs. He's done an awesome job here tonight. Like as he comes into the final corner, so he looks like he's going to. Oh, Craig's gone off and he's going. It's gone on to the banking, so Craig has lost out to Pootney there. I don't know if that was due to contact.
Who knows? I don't know. I saw him getting close again, so I moved over, and by the time I did, that's what was happening. So yeah, shame when a race-long battle ends up like that. But I guess we won't know what happened. I'm sure someone will tell us if there was any trouble as such. But you're watching Delore on his last lap. Led at the beginning of this lap, then Nick de Villa overtook him at some point. We don't know how that happened, as we have not got all the camera views all the time. Hunted him back down, overtook him, and pulled away a couple of seconds, and just kept it all together. Then kept it all in the bag. He's about to lap. Who would that be? Yes, M. Afford. He's about to lap him, put a lap on him. That's it. M got right out of the way.
Yeah, beautifully done there as he moves to one side there for him. But Delore once again looking to take another race win here in the touring cars, coming into the final corner. This guy is looking good for the championship, but Nick de Villa and the rest of the guys will have to try and stop him at the final circuit at Tuthai or whatever it's called, but in China. But anyway, Delore over the grass and across the line to take a race win here at Willow Springs at the United States of America. Go around the final corner in the United States colours is Nick de Villa. Across the line, flash of the lights, good solid race from him, and Fly not far behind the other Belgian driver in third place. So great night's racing from these. Pootney will exit the final corner in fourth place to cross the line and score some points. Craig, been a weird night for him, but a good solid drive nonetheless. But he had some great fights there. Jay, what a night, what a terrible night for him. He loses points out from the championship leaders. He's got a penalty as well of 2 seconds, but I think he's going to hang on. But he's still hanging in there, he still kept going. But Jay towards the line to finish in 6th place. TJ Humphrey in the BMW, getting a little bit sideways on exit there, but towards the line to finish in 7th. Snowman, I believe, it is Snowman exiting the corner to finish in 8th place. M. Afford was already lapped and Klaus Martini lapped as well. So that, guys, was the Tier 2s, and what an awesome racing that we just had. Delore taking the race win, Nick de Villa in 2nd, and 3rd was Fleegak. But any last words from you, Kelly?
No, great racing tonight. Good, clean racing. Yeah, awesome. Well done to everyone. I thought it was a good evening. I'm going to go and limber up now and do 50 push-ups and 100 press-ups and just have a quick run around the block before I get into my Renault Megane and struggle and wrestle it around the same track for the Tier 1s coming up shortly. Thank you to you, Daniel. Always a pleasure, never a chore.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all the guys who are watching. If you do want to give my YouTube channel a like or subscribe, then please do so. If not, that's fine. I will be doing streams of my own races in this channel, so you're more than welcome to have a look at my perspective on my races. But from myself and Kelly and the Tier 2 touring car drivers, there's a good night, but make sure you head over to Motive Racing in a minute to see the Tier 1s hit Willow Springs and see how they get on. But for now, good night, and we'll see you in a minute.
Thank you. Good night.